Hi! So today I'll be watching The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today, Episode 1. And you might be wondering, why do I have this Beagles Who Won't Stop Panting here? The reason why is because since this anime deals with a depressed cat, at the very least based on the title, and out of all the dogs that I have, pretty much we all know that the one who's most depressed is this Beagles. And her name is Maxine. She's roughly 7 years old, right? Yeah, around there. She's pretty old, and she's getting there. And she's prone to bouts of depression, we don't know why. She just seems sad suddenly sometimes. So I figured, well, she kind of fits the theme, so here she is. Oh! Yes, mommy loves you too. And really quick before I get into the episode, I just want to say that the reason why I want to watch this was because ever since I saw like the first teaser trailer of it, it doesn't necessarily have anybody talking, it's more just the music or soundtrack of the anime playing behind some scenes. And I saw this one and it looked very strange to me. The animation style, honestly, it creeped me out a little bit. I don't know what it is, how the cat's animated, but it creeped me out just a little bit. And I was like, it looks slightly creepy, but I'm interested. So I figured, well, it looks fun. And from the clips that I've seen, their relationship sort of reminds me of the relationship that Chisa and Elias had in the beginning. From the manga and anime series The Ancient Magus Bride, where he treated her more like a cat. And so I think this cat is gonna treat his owner like that, since he's roughly human size, if not even bigger. So I'm interested in seeing the dynamic that they have. And if it's really like a reverse human owner with a pet cat, turned into a cat owner and a human pet. Oh, and also, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have another dog here behind me. Let me see if I can get her. You ready? Okay, well, she's laying down. I don't want to bother her. But it's my other dog, Candy. And she's roughly 13 years old. The oldest dog that I have. And I do plan to have her in a video. And I want to show her right now. But since she's laying down and she's comfortable, I don't want to like bother her. So she'll come out in another video though. Now with all that being said, on to the episode. Well, the animation style is certainly different. It looks actually pretty real. Of course, that depends on from what angle you're looking at it from. Because right now it kind of looks like a PS3 game type of style. Ooh, it's the egg. So her cat's making everything for her? Lucky. I don't know how to explain it, but the way this anime is stylized, it feels almost like it's a commercial. What studio made this anime? Because I'm between liking it and also not liking it at times. You know watch anime too, Candy? Oh, Gohan's Animation Entertainment. To advance. I hope this is like a full 20-minute episode and not just like a 7 to 10 minute clip. Oh, cats. I'm more of a dog person myself. There's like a point of view from a cat, maybe? Looking at cats at work. Matchmaking. Say it louder, why don't you? Is she looking up because her cat's huge? Yay, Candy! Saved by the bell. I don't think so, considering how big it is. So her cat is the one who makes her the food and wakes her up and everything. But does she think that's normal behavior for a cat? Because if she's looking up how big they get and if she just assumes a human-sized cat is normal, I'm just curious as to how little knowledge she has about cats. Oh, okay, so she knows her cat is not a normal cat. Okay. Well, they can see at night, so... So he doesn't speak? Oh, yeah. Home late. He wants drinks? Oh, he made food for her. Oh. Oh, he does have a voice. That's good. Is her cat gonna drag her to the bathtub to maybe sober her up and also make her smell good again? Isn't that a bit extreme? Does nobody else in the apartments ever hear that? That's always been my question when it comes to people being super loud in apartments. Like, how good is their insulation? Aw, he wanted to make sure she ate everything. No? Are they for him? Oh. Oh, he makes food in advance. That's smart of him. He's gonna give in, isn't he? Wait, did he? I knew it! But he's also making gyoza, right? Is she worried about that? That's what I say. I'm glad her thought didn't go to, I'll just marry my cat then. Oh, right, it's a Saturday. She can sleep in, right? Okay, he sleeps like a normal cat? On the bed? And naked? Well, not naked, I guess, but like he's not wearing his apron. I love that. That either, I don't know if it's because he's a cat or because he's just cooking in general, but he puts gloves on. Like, you know, he doesn't get any fur on the food. I love how proud he is of all the food he makes. 7:55 a.m. She can't even sleep in on a Saturday? Oh my god. That reminds me of my pug and my Tonita. They would always try to smother me when I didn't wake up. On a Saturday? Or is it Monday now? Yeah. True, you would save a lot of paper just by emailing it. Oh. The cat just locked her out? Well, this seems like a pretty tame anime. Different, certainly. Or is he actually sleeping? I thought he was acting like he was a rug. He's probably gonna listen pretty well. Can he just remember that by memory? Because he's not writing anything down. I mean, could he write anything? Well, why am I questioning that? He can cook and hold things. Of course, he can probably write. Oh, okay, never mind. He memorized it. 4:30 p.m. He's gonna clean the bath? Oh. He got wet! So it's like 5:30 now? What is that laugh that he does? She's gonna be late, huh? Oh, wait, it's not her fault though. It's a hectic day at work, they gotta stay late. Did he? No, just like a bunch of cat sounds. I guess that means he's very mad. She's evolving? Wow. He won't fit in that. Just make him a supersized one. He took it? Oh, is he happy? Huh. Well, it could be used as a helmet. Would you ever show him to her? No. Why does the couch look so real? It's throwing me off. And the curtain too. No, that's one way to use it. He has his own pillow. How would she even explain this to a potential like boyfriend or husband? I have a cat who does everything for me. Then well, how are you getting all this food? Oh. Oh. Why would they assume she spiked them though? Oh. Ooh, could he be a love interest? How does he know about a cat? What? He's gonna leave like that? I'm assuming when he was smaller, maybe? Or did he happen to go to her house one day to give her something and he just happened to open the door? Ooh. You're gonna spill that if you keep doing that. They protect you from the screens, right? He's going outside? I thought he would at least like worn a hood or something. Is she gonna think she's imagining it? Do they all know that he's big? I have so many questions. Oh, look at his little sandals. Oh, well, he still doesn't like birds. Very cat-like. 3 years, maybe? 5? 2? I don't know. Oh, is this his way of repaying her? She saved him, so now he's taking care of her? He knows what floor she lives on. Nobody thought he'd ever grow that big. Oh, that looks cool. A tea set, right? Okay, never mind. It's dry seaweed. She's very much into green. I can see that. Green eyes, green sweater, green blanket. Ooh. Please would be nice. She's certainly spoiled. Oh my god! He wants her to weigh herself! To show how much weight she's gained? Oh my god, he's subtracting it! This is what I do with my dogs! And she acts like a cat! Wow. I don't know her weight, but apparently she's gained, I think. Is it a surprise you drink beer with every meal? So this is certainly a weird anime. Not at all what I expected it to be, although honestly I don't know what I expected from it. I knew it'd be interesting. I just didn't know overall what the plot would be. It looks like it's pretty simple everyday life. Every day she goes to work, she comes home, Yukiji feeds her, bathes her apparently when she doesn't want to bathe herself or feels too lazy to, and rinse and repeat every day. It's really a cute and very seemingly relaxing series. Although I have a lot of questions. First of all, why is he so big? Second of all, how many people know that he's this big? Because apparently at least the old lady that lives in the same complex with them knows that he's big. And all she says is like, oh, you've grown much bigger than we thought. Impressive. And that's pretty much it. And from the preview for the next episode, he actually goes to the store. So how sentient is this cat? Short from actually talking. He's basically a human just with fur. And his owner is basically a cat. She's spoiled, but she doesn't get to do whatever she wants all day. She actually has to go to work and then come home and then she's spoiled. And their dynamic kind of seems similar to the manga, anime, and live action series. The Way of the House Husband, since it's a similar dynamic where the male, usually scarier looking counterpart, stays at home, takes care of all the household duties, while the female in the relationship goes to work every day in an office and then comes home and is pampered by said male companion. And if I'm looking at it right, it looks like her chief will be her love interest. And frankly, I am glad for that, because had this been, I guess, like a fantasy or any other kind of like series, or that one really weird new dog series that came out recently, which I don't know the name of, but I know it's weird, it could have gone very differently. But I'm glad that it stays wholesome, it stays within the realm of normalcy, aside from, the cat being big. And it's pretty much just a simple cat and human relationship. There's nothing abnormal about it, just that this time the cat seems to be more like the owner than the actual owner seems to be. And the actual owner herself seems to be more cat-like. And really, I remember his name more than I remember hers. Because I remember Yukiji, I'm like, okay, that's a fairly-ish common name in Japan. And also, I think it's also a very cat name, or I think it's also the name of the Shinki from the manga and anime series Noragami, if I'm correct. I don't know, but I think I am. But really, comparison-wise and stuff, I think that's pretty much it. I like this series. It's different, definitely. The animation style is certainly something to get used to. It kind of annoyed me in a few ways, since it didn't necessarily stick to one thing. Certain parts were very much 2D animation. Certain objects weren't, like the couch, the curtains. Some of the panel scenes of the city, they looked too real. Then you had Yukichi sitting on the couch, and the couch definitely looked like it wasn't part of the same animation style. It was different. It was meant to look more real. And the fact that apparently not everybody seems to know about the cat being this big, like at least people in her office don't know. But I'm also curious as to how the chief actually met her cat once. Did he walk by him maybe when he was still a stray? And then maybe when he was gonna go back, he saw the female main character whose name I don't know. He probably saw her picking him up and taking him home with her. Maybe that's what he means, that he's met him before. Or maybe he's actually met him in the store. Since apparently he goes to the store, it's not really much of a stretch to think they might have actually ran into each other one day. And I think I've said pretty much everything I want to say so far about this first episode, since not that not too much happened, but really it was just the first episode. It sets things up, the tone and everything. The next episode seems to be maybe a little bit more about his background, like when she found him, how big he's gotten since she found him, her talking to the chief again, and maybe finding out how exactly he knows her cat. And so it seems like a pretty calm series overall, and I was debating somewhat like in the middle if I was going to continue this or not, because I was thinking this seems like a very calmish but very kind of different anime. So I was kind of unsure of like, should I continue watching this series, should I not? But I think I'm still going to give it a try. At the very least, I'm going to give it the 3-episode rule. But if it seems maybe just too calm, or just too maybe not, I guess, dramatic or wholesome enough, or I don't really know what I expect. But if it's not something that really keeps my interest a lot, I might not continue it. Or if I do, these episodes will really be like all over the place. I'll have one episode right now, and then maybe 6 months from now, a second episode. Although I say that now, but yet going off my Raven of the Inner Palace episodes, I filmed those within, I believe, 2 to 3 days back in January, and yet I've only done like 3 episodes in the span of 8 months? So really, nobody can really tell, if they even could tell, that these are going to be spaced out, because I treat pretty much all the series that I do like that. Not intentionally though, it's just that sometimes either I lack motivation, or I lack time, or I just don't feel like editing sometimes, and that's kind of like why it takes me a while to do things, specifically this. But I will try to edit more videos and have them out sooner. I feel like I always say that and I never really managed to do it, but lately I think I have done it. Like I think the most recent one that I did was the Raven of the Inner Palace episode 3, which was like 9 days ago I think. And then the one that I just uploaded today, which hopefully doesn't get taken down by copyright, was Overlord Season 4 episode 3. So we'll see how long it takes me to put this episode out, based off however long it says I uploaded the Overlord episode. I feel like maybe I thought it'd be more mystery type of anime, since it was a big black cat. Maybe it'd be like a detective series, or maybe like a supernatural series where the cat is big and he would help solve, I don't know, supernatural mysteries or something. I don't really know what I expected, but I figured maybe something more along the lines of that. And it's just pretty much wholesome everyday life. It seems like it'll be a pretty relaxing anime. And also, you guys can't really see it, but I'm wearing this shirt that says, "Dogs are my favorite people." And I mainly wore it because, one, I am more of a dog person than I am a cat person, because I do like cats. But since I've never actually owned one, they kind of scare me a little bit in a way, because they're more, I guess, feral than dogs are. Because I once found a kitten. He was a stray, and my aunt found him, and she gave him to me to take care of for a little bit before I gave him away to another lady who actually owned a bunch of cats, and she really wanted him. So I said, okay, I feel more comfortable leaving him with you, since I don't know a whole lot about cats. And also, since I live in a trailer with my aunt and uncle, I couldn't also have another animal with me because it's too much. But for like the 2 days days that I had that kitten, it was really interesting because he wouldn't really let me near him. I tried to give him milk, I tried to like pet him, and he would just claw at me and go like that. He was a small kitten too, but he was like very aggressive, which granted, yeah, he was a stray, you know, and he wouldn't necessarily be very trusting. Of course, he'd be more on the defense. But ever since he ended up getting out of his box and going near my uncle's dog, he's very nice, and he was trying to play with the kitten, but the kitten was very scared of him. So the kitten was walking near him, and my uncle's dog also, which is bear in English, he went towards the kitten and he just like pawed at him, and he kind of tried to carry him in his mouth to move him to another place, and the kitten got very scared. As soon as I saw it happen, I went to also, and I got it from him, and ever since that day, the kitten seemed much more affectionate with me. He actually let me pet him and stuff. He seemed to appreciate the fact that I saved him from the dog, but of course he wasn't going to do anything to him, but of course the kitten didn't know that. So after I saved him from Oso, the kitten was very nice to me and everything. And about a day later is when one of our neighbors came by, and she saw the kitten, and she's like, oh my god, the kitten, like so cute. She's like, oh, I have like 5 cats, because we live out in farm area, which is basically like desert, and in the farm we grow a variety of crops, mainly hay. So a lot of people who live there keep cats around to take care of the mice and the snakes that appear, because of course it's a desert. So she had about 5 cats, and she said, oh, it's so cute, and like, oh, it's like maybe 2 months old, like she could tell. Oh, you know, like I have like a nursing mama cat over there, and if you let me, I could take this kitten and have her go nurse him until he's like a little bit older. And I was like, oh really? I was like, you know what, do you just want to keep him instead, because I can't really take care of him a whole lot right now. Like I could take care of him, but since the option was there for the kitten to actually go to a mama cat who's still nursing, I figured what better situation for the kitten to be in than to be in that one. So I figured, yeah, he should go with you. So she said, oh, okay, thank you. She took the kitten, she took the blanket I wrapped him in, and I see him around sometimes, not very close by, but I see him walking around sometimes, and he's doing pretty good. It's been like, I want to say maybe it's been about 6-ish months, if not like 7 maybe, since she took him and since I've seen him, but he's essentially been doing pretty well on the farm. So with all that being said, I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode.